Hey everyone, welcome back. So we just found out Dio did the bad things that we all thought he did. Well, at least I thought he did.
You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Are you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
Oh, okay, something, yeah.
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
I severely doubt that.
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods.
Oh yeah, and lock him in like, well, not lock him in like Quark, but you know.
Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Okay, let's do
Come on,
that.
please. Hey, listen to me! Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! I told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this!
Oh, we're already doing it.
Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please! No, you can't! Ah!
Well, that was a great job.
Open this fucking thing!
Nope.
I said open it, goddammit! Ugh! You're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
Alright, let's go.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Alright, let's do that then, shall we?
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Let's go.
Well, couldn't be any worse. We found the murderer, right? So, no more issues. Aside from Dio being a complete douche. Can I skip this? Oh, praise Jesus, I can. Oh, God.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
How much time until the white door's open?
Let's see. Oh, good 50 minutes.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
Alright, let's do that.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Yes?
Yeah. Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it.
No idea.
Why?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is. I see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game. We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
We're screwed.
Yeah.
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
So, Clover and Tenmyoji.
Clover and Tenmyoji.
The 2 people who are missing.
Great.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared. Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
I doubt that.
Perhaps someone opened one of them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
I have no idea.
Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, Do you really think the rules matter?
I don't think so.
Zero Senior controls the entire game.
Yeah.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
I would bet Clover's Zero Senior, just because it...
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
I have no idea.
So I would assume.
Okay, I'll stay.
All right.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Okie dokie.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right?
I'll get right on that.
Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with
Oh,
you.
good lord. That's right, no matter what, we have to forcibly bring Dio with us, or else, you know, I don't think, Fi can actually go through one of the doors. You know, good stuff like that. The pantry. Well, isn't that great? It's a pantry.
So it would appear.
Well, looks like a pantry to me. Although slightly more advanced technology than what I would assume a pantry would have.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Yeah, probably.
Very well.
Alright, let's go upstairs. Sounds like a good plan to me. And now we get to sit through... Can I skip this? Okay, good. I just want to skip the elevator. God damn. Takes for freaking ever. Elevator, wee! Lounge. Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Yeah, that's a good question. How do you eat and drink? Do you remember something, Kay?
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Ooh, okay. Well.
Yes,
Yeah, what did you remember?
my father.
Oh.
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
Okay.
Yes. I don't seem to have one. Well... I was raised in the facility where my father worked. He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only time he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mention a mother as a part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own, someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that. I thought I would be so happy. So, for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way towards his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather, her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person. But I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot, and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough to make sure we'd never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps hidden in the depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with this, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too, when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit down on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful. But most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say she would plan to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death. I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He had refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I had bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would lead to a great deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he had died during the research, I was intended to continue in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I had planned to destroy the main reactor, and with it, the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid, and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she'd been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she had shown me had been real. She made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt that her death would help repay the favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's all right.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing. No, the details are still indistinct.
Oh, lordy.
Especially more recent events.
Okay, then.
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
Sure, why not?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode. Yes, I think I just need to rest.
Alright, go right ahead, take a nap.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Alright, so. Hi, Fee. Fee, god damn it, why do I do that? Phi, son of a bitch. It happened again.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys.
Alright, well.
I waited a long time and nobody showed
Oh
up.
god, what time is it?
Judging by your face, you haven't found them either.
No.
Damn. Where's Kay? You decided to split up?
He's sleeping. He was sleepy. He was a tired little robot. I don't even...
What's up with him?
Not sure.
Is he alright?
Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
It could be better, you know, with the whole murdering things going on.
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old
Oh,
sock.
thanks. Well, you know, I guess if you're stuck in a strange-ass game, you probably won't have much time to sleep yourself. I don't think...
Who knows?
No one will ever know what her deal was. Yeah, Phi, we don't even know anything about you. Can you care to explain in a rather lengthy story about who you are?
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you? I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too. Yeah. It came from the hallway.
My head. My eye itches. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Doing good? Okay, good. Because I'm just gonna keep...
There's nobody here.
Oh, okay, well then.
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
Well.
Thought so.
So then what was that noise? No one will ever know. Maybe Quark woke up. That'd be interesting. I'm gonna steal his hat. Should have stolen his hat while he was asleep. That would have been great. I don't even think he had his hat in that one. Where did his hat go? Someone stole his hat. I hope it was me who stole his hat. Hat.
Let's just head for the green door. Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
Okay, let's go check on Dio and Quark.
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
Okay.
Are you sure? Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna.
Well, I don't know.
What if he's telling the truth? Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe.
Well, let's go then. Okay.
No harm in being careful.
Oh my god. Cannot skip these. Oh, great. My just... Aren't I a great commentator right now? I guess it's just I am way too tired. I was expecting to do this a lot sooner, but... Oh well. Let's continue on, shall we? Oh, Quark did in fact have his hat in there, so I'm just going to yoink.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing.
Probably. Alright, let's check if Loudmouth Dio is actually alive and well.
How about Dio?
Oh. Oh my.
Check his pulse!
He's dead. Great.
Look. The oxygen level for his pod says 0%. Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels. Look, we should go tell Kay about this.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go!
Alright, well, Dio's dead now. Tenmyoji and Clover are missing. And I'm pretty sure... Oh, hi, Kay.
What is it?
Hello. Good morning, sunshine. We're about to die. No, not really. Dio's dead. Just BT dubs.
What?
He's
But
dead.
why?
I don't know. Someone really hated him. Well, most people hated him.
I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
I have no idea.
There's also Quark.
Quark. Are you saying Quark woke up, did that, and killed him?
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility.
Good lord, if he did that, that'd be amazing.
So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Thanks, Phi. As always.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Yeah, you were kinda...
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
You know, typical thing.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys.
Yeah, but maybe you just took a little, stop and then killed him so you could take the bracelet without having to take him.
Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
Nope. Aside from when he took a nap, but then he just stayed there.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh god, 7 minutes.
Alright. Let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, where is Dio's bracelet?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
You need to get it.
Shit.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well.
Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
Well, we need to go and get it then, don't we?
I fear not. All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
All right.
All right.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
Oh yes, the yellow bracelets.
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
Okay.
All right, let's get going.
Oh, good. Do we have... Okay, good. If we had to go through another map, I would have... doesn't look like Clover or Tin Myoji are here, but I could be wrong.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said. Or...
Maybe they're already dead crap. I don't think it is funny, but, you know, it kind of happens.
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive, too. But...
I apologize for keeping you.
Did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes.
Technically? What?
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
Oh, good.
What?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this. I can't say for sure, but if I were to guess...
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Great.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I... will...
Oh, God. They're gonna die. Yeah, that's great.
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
Great.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay.
Great.
That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
Go on ahead, Sigma.
Nope.
You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
But if you stay here, you'll...
Don't care. We're probably gonna stay and just watch them die. That'll be fun. No, okay. What was I going to do? Unfortunately, we cannot continue from this present moment. So instead, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to give you guys a choice. I'm going to save real quick. I'm going to show you guys the flowchart again. And what we can do is we can go all the way back to the betrayal, the ally and betrayal of... Well, Luna. We could choose to betray Luna and go down this path. Or we could continue up and go through the opposite door with Luna. It's up to you. Or we could go all the way back to the start, where we can go through another door with other people. What do you guys think? It's up to you. You can choose. We could go here, there, or there. So you have 3 choices, guys. For now, I will catch you later. Thanks for watching.